coach, seeing Brady Oliveira out there today, how did that feel?
I don't know. That's a good question for Brady. How did it feel for me?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good.
What's I know if you could just explain the process you would go through with a player of Brady's level at this point of the season for when he can return.
Yeah, I rely on Al and his staff and the player and the interactions they have, the communication back to me about how the player's feeling, and we keep track, make sure he's doing good. Once again, usually a day after a practice, the morning after, that's when they're checking in and sort of reestablishing where they're at, and then we just wait and see. Once again, everything's sort of done. At the end of day 3 is when we make final decisions on the roster.
Does the bye week coming up have a factor in this at all, or if he's good to go, he's good to go?
Yeah, we've always worked with that. If they're good to go, they're good to go. I can't remember a time where and that just because I can't remember doesn't mean it hasn't happened, but where we've said, the bye week's coming up, why not another week? I just think Al and his medical staff are so good at what they do. If they're cleared to play, they're cleared to play.
I was going to say, does the time of year make any difference in that respect? Early season versus late season?
No, same answer. Cleared to play, cleared to play.
How about Carrick Wheatfall?
About him?
Fantastic.
Pretty good, eh?
What is your assessment of him through 3 weeks? Is he giving you what you expected, or has he kind of
We
gone
want
above
so
that?
much more from him.
Oh,
He's good.
Yeah.
I'm pulling your leg.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's done very well. Like a lot of guys coming into their second year, his comfort level, his understanding of what he needs to do, and then what he puts out there, his understanding of CFL defenses, how to win, his finish, are all top notch.
Says something about his work ethic, doesn't it, Mike? He had 100 yards in his first game. He gets hurt, has to work his way back, and then he said in the off season he had 3-4 things he wanted to work at to get better, and you can see it already.
Yeah, I do think that's a typical process and a good process. Pros come into camp and they go through training camp and they're probably already starting a little bit of a list as to, I can tune this up, and they don't have to wait till the off season to do it. But come the off season, there's generally a list of things they know they want to work on, and then some things they need to work on. And then if they get it done, then they come back and look like that.
Can I get your reaction to Carrick said, I should have caught that ball even though I was upside down, and he made us giggle with that.
It's high standard, isn't it?
These guys have a different standard than we might expect of them as fans.
I think so. I think we should never sell these guys short.